Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to focus on just finding the circumference of a circle when given the diameter and given the radius. Before we begin, we need to know the formula of finding the circumference. So to find the circumference, we're going to let C represent circumference. And what you're going to do is you're going to say that C equals pi times the diameter. So this is our basic formula that we're going to follow when finding the circumference. Pi is going to stand for a decimal, which is 3.14. So anytime you see the symbol pi, we're going to replace that with 3.14. So let's look at our example. We're wanting to find the circumference of the circle when given the diameter of 24 centimeters. So we're just going to use the formula. So we're trying to find the circumference. We know that pi stands for 3.14. And then we're just going to substitute d with 24 because that is the diameter. So now what we're going to do is we're going to now multiply 3.14 times 24. So that's going to give me 3.14 times 24 is going to be 75.36. So the circumference is going to give us 75.36 centimeters. Now remember, the circumference is the perimeter of the circle. So if we were building a fence, or let's say we were walking, and I like to have my students love this, but this is my friend Bob. He's my stick person. So if Bob wanted to walk all the way around the circle, he would walk a circumference of 75.36 centimeters. So using the formula is going to be very big. So we need to make sure that we remember the formula. C equals pi times d, which is diameter. So now let's look at another example. We want to find the circumference when given the radius. Remember, the radius is half of the diameter. So I'm just going to write in my formula, C equals pi times d. Remember that pi stands for 3.14. So now we're trying to find the circumference. We know that pi is 3.14, but we don't know the diameter. So with given the information we know about radius and diameter, we know that the radius is half of the diameter. So from this distance to here is 5, that means that from the center of the circle to the other side of the circle also has to be 5 inches. So we could say 5 plus 5, so that means that our diameter is going to be 10 inches. So now we can say circumference equals pi times 10. Then we're going to multiply 3.14 times 10 to get 31.4. So our circumference would be 31.4 inches. Now another way we could have solved that is I could have said, well, I know that the circumference equals pi times d. We're trying to find the circumference. We know that pi is 3.14. But now I could also say that I could do 5 plus 5. And then I could have solved that way. So then that would give me C equals 3.14 times 10. And then we get C equals 31.4. So whichever way makes sense to you would be the route I would go. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check back for more videos.